Right there. 56. 6-man.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards. On the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 74 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Check. He's checking. Crash. 2.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shedding the tackle. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
No chance. Hey. 11.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 6-0 our score after 1. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, come on.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Check 26, check 26. White. Shoot. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Big Ed.
They run forward, Breida, and across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida taking it in, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Play action now. Cousins out to his left. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Good route here.
They go play action. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D4 in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On play action, Cousins caught the defense off guard there a bit. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Garoppolo gives to Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Third and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half, Cousins. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
13.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Cousins. And got his man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now Cousins on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
65.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Watch the run.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Lock! Hey, wahoo! Get the ball. Mark 55, Mark 55.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Sherrill's on the return. We call that an even 50 yards on the punt, with 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, Alpha. 56. One. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Complete. It's Johnson. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now a run with Cook. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 51 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They run again with Breida. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Tight dog, tight 6-6, pull it high. 13. Hey, switch gears. Check it back. 65.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, gun.
2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
11. 21.
To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a 49er first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Lock. I got you. 12, fellas, here we go.
54 Mike.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 14-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the